Well, good afternoon. Welcome to VP4TV. We've got a one-loss side match this afternoon between two guys from the States. One, I presume Interchangex is from the States. I always get it confused. I don't know. Is he actually there? I think he's disappeared from the lobby. Oh no, he's in a room. Yeah, he is from the States. Two guys from the States on the one-loss side. In the 2024 Virtual Cowboy World Championships here in VP4 Online. Race to 3, which starts in about 3 minutes. Now, there has been an update on the schedule. So, if we look at the schedule, we will see that the hot seat match has been arranged actually for a week today between Cobra and VP Monster. VP Monster, of course, after his win last night against Tam, they will go at it a week today at 6 PM. Of course, I am now off on holiday for the next 2 weeks, so I will, well, again, I don't know what the conditions will be like in the next 2 weeks. I mean, the PC hasn't locked up for a couple of days, but as you may well know, that could happen at any time, but it hasn't happened, so I'm saying nothing. On the one-loss side, we've got, well, Matt and you, Plonker Rodney, are running out of time here because their deadline is tomorrow, so they need to sort something out rather rapidly here. The winner of that will play Tam, and further down we have the match that's coming up right now with OnePocketSlim and Interchangex, but I don't know what the communication's been like between these two guys, but they need to have arranged something. I presume messages have been sent or proposals have been sent, so let's hope that I hope they do sort it out. So we have what, 2 minutes to go, and this could be a close match. Good afternoon to Fast Eddie. It could be a close match. I just don't have a clue how it could go. Either of them could win it. I think they're pretty evenly matched from what I've seen. On the day, of course, it's who's the most consistent that's going to matter. If you're an England supporter watching this, you've got problems because England, I just saw, have gone 1-0 behind. It's now half time in their European Championship match against Slovenia, and of course it's the knockout stages, so they've got 45 minutes to rectify things or they're going home. I may well switch to that. I'm looking at the live stream on my phone at the moment just to see how things are doing. Good afternoon to Runout Rob, and welcome to anybody else who's watching. Needless to say, you should be aware that if things lock up, I will type "I've locked up" into the chat on my phone, and then I'll have to reboot if that happens. That's been the symptom recently. It hasn't happened in the last 48 hours. I've done 3 streams where I haven't had any issues, but you know, this could just rear its ugly head at any time. So we're now at the top of the hour. The room should be up. They may well be lagging off. I'm going to get in. In fact, we're waiting on Slim arriving. We'll have the lag. We've got Slim on the right hand side. That's a bit heavy, that, from OnePocketSlim. He's going to lose the lag. Or have I got that completely wrong? There's something not right there. I'm going out the room in case something's out of sync here, because as far as I'm concerned, the one on the left was OnePocketSlim. No, the one on the right was OnePocketSlim. I'm totally confused. Hang on, I'm leaving the room. I think I've had a brain fart. Wait a minute to go back in. Have I just totally confused myself this Sunday afternoon? Yeah, top means right. That's what I thought. Yeah, I think I've just had a brain fart. Well, that's better than the PC going pear-shaped. Welcome to Larry. Already we've got the 3 ball in that isolated position. Which always means that, you know, you're going to struggle unless you can get these things under control quickly. And Slim's going to try and draw into this 3, I can tell that straight away. In fact, he might not, because he's not got a great angle for it. Yep, he's going to do the force follow. The obvious thing to try and rectify that situation is to get a ball down near that 3 ball so you can play the carom onto it and get it out there. Slim's going to try and do that now from the 5. Now, there's a big margin of error here. Ideally, you want to really try and sneak in behind this and bump it up the table rather than just hitting it straight on. See, he hasn't. He just glanced it. If anything, he's made it worse. Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going through my head there. I was convinced that Slim had made an ass of the lag for some reason. So Slim's somehow managed to get 30 on the board. The run ends, but it's a good enough start. And of course he's left a 3 ball for Interchangex to have to deal with. And he's going to have to do something fairly quickly here, or this is going to be a short visit. And that might be ending up dead where it's going. Yeah, this is no good, because it's difficult to judge the carom off this. That's how things can stall very quickly. Well, Slim's got the force follow onto that 1 ball, and the thing about this is that the force follow on the 5 might bump the edge of that 3, and it might kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Just gone wide of it, but now he's good to get the 3 ball out of there. Well, he's content to leave it as it is, planning to remedy it with the next carom. Good afternoon to Jose. Well, now the cue ball's gone tight to the rail, so he's going to have to play a good recovery pot here. And not only that, he may well have to run right through on this 5 ball to get back up the table, because he's going to try to play a carom from the top end of the table. Well, he's leaving it short. Now, the thing with that shot he's just played there is that you know, he should have tried to get back up the table. He had to force that in to get up top, because where he wanted to be was sort of round about this area, so that he could, you know, play a carom to there or play something down to the one. But he's recovered it. Okay, see you later. Well, that was a short and sweet visit from Slim. So a chance for Interchangex to clear the deficit. He's in much better shape here than what he was in his first visit. Well, welcome to Tam. Well, Tam, it could have been a whole different story if you'd won that first rack last night with the amount of chances that Monster gave you. That might have put a whole different complexion in the match. But you ain't out yet. You've had your bad match. Well, Interchangex still hasn't completed the first objective, and that's always to get rid of the deficit before things start to count here. I don't know whether he's got the force follow here. It looks a bit tight. Tight in terms of getting that 3 ball out of the way. Yeah, he just managed it. And now he's well, he would have liked to have probably played the 1 and got it onto its spot, because he's got an easy carom, you know, 1 to 5. He's got a straightish, well, slightly off angle 3 ball. Decided to take the 1 ball as it was, but he's caught the knuckle, and the run ends in 20. And the problem is he's still 20 behind, virtually. Well, I presume Slim may well have been trying to get the carom there for the open table. Well, he's forced into taking this 3 ball, which is really, again, you know, he's isolated, so whatever he's doing is from distance, and that always puts the continuation of the run in jeopardy, because you've got to make a shot here. Nothing's simple. And likewise with this shot, just get back up into the middle of the table by the middle pockets, and then play the 1. Well, he's gone the other way. See, this is a bit narrow. Let's have a look. Well, he's fine. Well, now this is looking a bit better. Now balls are getting that wee bit closer to one another. Although that shot's just killed it. He's going to need another recovery. And that's how easy it is to get yourself in trouble. So Interchangex will be actually relieved that he's coming back to the table. I mean, there's still a deficit. It's what, 33, but that's nothing in Cowboy if you can get on a little roll. Now the one ball isn't tight. It might be a good idea to thin cut that in and just bank up and down the table. Again, back up into the middle of the table would be the ideal shot, because then you've definitely got a shot in the 1-5. But you don't want to run down into the 5. You don't want to do that. Commentator's eye. And again, you know, if you know the line's coming straight down towards that 5, then you have to take evasive action. And he sort of suckered himself into that Interchangex. That was a pretty poor shot. The first thing in my mind is I don't want to come down and run straight into that 5, so I'm going to do something that deflects the angle of that cue ball to avoid running into the 5. And that's a big mistake. How much is he going to get punished for it? You don't want to be running into balls when you're trying to leave shape. By potting that one and getting it on its spot, you were guaranteed to have a reasonable carom, and he committed the cardinal sin of running into the 5 ball. And this is not great either from Slim. I don't know whether he can play the double kiss in the 1. He's got maybe slightly too much angle on it to play the double kiss 1 to the 5. But again, he's resorting to his escape routes with the draw shot. And now he's in trouble. Needs a good pot. And again, you know, if you're not sitting good on this 10-foot table, you're going to get caught out. Especially when you don't play on it so much. So, once again, Interchangex has come to the table. Now, he's now had how many opportunities? He's certainly his third, it might be his fourth opportunity to put a score on, and you would think it's getting to that point where he wants to really get back into this rack to apply the pressure to Slim. And this might have... well, he's going to have to play a blind pocket cut into the side. Well, I'm thinking that, you know, sooner or later Interchangex is going to warm up and get his eye in and start scoring a bit more. He's got to do it certainly now to get himself back into a sort of comfort zone where he's in the game. He's not in the game yet. He really needs to get rid of that 30 odd points. But this is the early stages of something that might be promising, as long as he can keep things under control. Well, straight away though, he's going to have to play the recovery, but the cut in the 5's good, because that gets everything more or less conventional again. 5 on its spot. But again, he's done the cardinal sin. He's just let the cue ball come straight into that 1 ball. Now, he's got lucky. He's landed good. But, you know, you've got to, when balls are sitting good as they are, you don't want to do things to start messing them about. And, you know, that was a bit of a careless shot as well. If that was me, I would have been making sure I'm avoiding running into that one ball. Because I want to keep these things the way they are. He took a big risk there, just hoping he was going to end up good. You've got to be playing a bit more of an accurate game to keep shape, and don't do anything that's going to mess up shape, especially when balls are getting respotted and that sort of thing. Now this needs to be nice and gentle because you don't want to kill the 5 ball. Well, he's took the bonus of the pot as well, so now he's only 3 points behind. Now this is again a choice where just play it dead weight like that. Now he's sort of back in control, but needs to deal with the 1 ball at some point. And this should allow him to do it as long as he gets that thin cut in the 3. Back across the table twice here, and he really wants to be sort of in the middle of the table to comfortably play this 5-1. And that's no good. That is no good. Okay, he should still get it, but he's going to have to smack this to get the stun. And then you end up going awkward like this. So now you need a recovery shot, and things are just beginning to fall apart here. The run is 52. He's got the lead and he doesn't want to give it away. So I wouldn't be taking any risk. Got to watch what he's doing with the cue ball. He's just played the pot. So the run was 52, and that's exactly. Now you see how that cue ball wanted to scratch there. Any harder and he was gone. But now he's in the rack. And now, of course, there's a bit of pressure on Slim with this visit to make sure he gets to 90. He's got to get started in the caroms now to give himself that little bit of breathing space. Well, force fall onto the 3 ball was sitting good. "19 minutes into this match, and this first rack is moving through rapidly as it is. Now, again, stay in the kitchen, left or right side of that 1 ball, but not directly behind it. Well, he's made his mind up, it's definitely 5-3. I'll go to the rail first. It makes the 3 ball a big target. He's going direct. Well, whatever works at the end of the day, as long as you come up good with a follow-up shot. But he's now killed the 3 ball doing that. If he'd gone my way and went to the rail and kicked into the back of the 3, he would have kept the 3 in play. You see, that these are, you know, less obvious things maybe to players who don't play the game as often. You've got to try and keep everything in play. Putting the 3 ball there by running into the 3 rather than going to the rail to the 3 hasn't helped his situation. Well, he's got a little thin edge off this one. He should be guaranteed another carom, unless he's going 5 to the 1. No, he is going 1. And this is where you just run for cover now. You don't do anything. Well, is he going to run this cue ball? Yeah, he's going to play the draw again. Well, the run ends in 26, but crucially he's into the caroms. And if Interchangex potted the 3 ball right now, it wouldn't do him much good. Because he's got nothing really for a follow-up. He's going to have to play 2 good shots here to get started in this. And the best opportunity is going to be pot the 1 and play the 1-5. If he can get a line for it. Well, this is a fairly straightforward little... Is he going force follow? Why is he not going to the rail? Does he think he can get this? Oh, he just caught the edge of it. I thought that was a bit tight to catch it, but he got it. Well, getting the 5 on its spot improves the situation. Definitely does. Again, I don't know about the pace that he's playing here. This needs to keep running. I think he's okay though. I would have played it a sort of more dead weight to stay above, but he's still okay. I mean, you've got that margin of error above or below, as long as you have the angle. So now with the 5 ball going down adjacent to the 3 spot, he can get the 3 on the spot now. Now he's in business. And now he's got to also pay attention to the score. And he wants this cue ball to run through so that he can see the 1 ball for the point, and that's well played. You know, even that shot, you've got to play it right. I mean, it was a simple carom, but you've got to play it right so the cue ball goes through so you're on the 1. Problem now is, though, that the 5 ball's almost dead. But there is a way of getting that 5 ball out of there if you pot the 1 and stay below the 1 and then bump to the rail and kick the 5 from your next carom. So he's got to try and manoeuvre that. That needs to slow up though. It needs to slow up. I think he's hit it too heavy. He wanted to be sort of here so that you could play maybe a force follow to the rail and bump the 5. This is no good for that. So he's into the caroms, and what's he done? He's committed the other cardinal sin in the carom phase. He's not only missed the carom, but he's set Slim up here. What's that? What's that, Tam? CJ? I don't know what that is. Who's Jim Hake then? Oh, is that Jim? Is that Jim? That Jim that didn't come into the stream last night, Jim. Welcome aboard. I don't know that, you see, this is a bit dangerous. This might bank this 3 ball if he's trying to stun onto the 1. No, he's okay, he's got away with that. Well, now he's stuck to the rail. He's got 1 ball that's going to start running here, trying to make this carom. That's got the legs. That'll work. But now he's got a 2-in-1 shot here if he's brave enough. Everybody knows what I'd be doing here. No questions asked. I wouldn't even be thinking about it. I'm playing a 2-in-1 shot every day of the week here. You all know where I'm going. I'm going over to the one. I've got the legs on it, but look at what happens when you do stuff like that. That's why you end up losing your points. That's why I'm no longer in the tournament. But I would have done exactly that, but I would have hit it harder. 100%. So Interchangex back to 90. Slim with a little soft draw. Needs to get the one ball out of there though. And that's no good. Let's have a quick look. See, the one ball's in a similar position to, what was it, the 5 ball, where you can still get a carom onto that and get it out of there. Oh, wait a minute. He's now killed the 3. Well, the problem for Interchangex is this table is absolutely no good to him and perfect for OnePocketSlim, because he can just bide his time here and take what there is and protect his points. He doesn't have to take any risks. All the risk taken has got to be Interchangex. And he's at the stage now where he has to be concerned about protecting the one ball and just trying to stay alive. That's exactly what's in the back of my mind here. And if there's any opportunity to get right down and dirty, this is where Interchangex has to be switched on to that. So he can't pot the 3 because it's no good potting the 3 at the moment. The table is no good for that. He has to better his odds for the time being by leaving the 3 ball there as it is. Now, I don't know that Interchangex is the type of player like me who would be looking for the opportunity to get that 3 out of there. I think he's quite content to sort of grind it out, whereas I haven't the patience for that. I would much rather go down fighting and get the 3 ball into play, because then it puts a wee bit of doubt in the opponent's mind that when you've got the balls all in play, if you're given a chance, then you could string them together and pinch it. You know, with it still stuck up there, Interchangex is going to have hard work to stay at the table here. And of course, the other fatal mistake will be trying to get the next carom and missing it and setting 2 of these balls up. But, you know, you're at the stage where you've got to take risks. But there might be a point in this phase where Interchangex could bring that 3 into play. Like I say, I don't think it's in his maybe nature to do that. There is a time where you can risk getting that 3 ball in play and increase your odds a wee bit better. But with the balls being up that end of the table, and you'd be nuts to actually do anything like that right now. As I say, I just don't think he will. I don't know whether he's got that idea in his mind. It'd be very unlikely that he's going to do it. The only way it might end up going in is by accident. Well, there's a nice little 2-3 railer here onto this 5. Oh, he's trying to get up and down, but that was a lot trickier. It had to be a lot thinner. I still think that it was a bigger target going the 2 rails to it. But this is also quite a big target, although there's loads of room round the back of the one. But the 5 ball's heading out towards the 3. Well, this is into the back of the 5. He's got to go middle diamond, I think. Yeah, he didn't get there. It had to be, I think, middle diamond to get to that line to hit the back of the 5 there. Well, Slim is now on 99. So the alarm bell should definitely be ringing for Interchangex here. Slim trying to get really touchy there. I mean, that shot was on. You've just got to be a wee bit braver than that to get the cue ball to get, you know, just roll out onto that 3 ball. Well, that 5 ball stayed out the pocket. He's got the carom. That was a bonus. And now he's got a pretty much a free shot for an extra carom here. Oh, he's going to, has he got the legs? This looks good. Takes him to 96. Try to go straight across, or is he going 2 rails, long rail, short rail, back up into the 5? Let's have a look. It looks as if he's just nipping across here, maybe, or is he? It's hard to tell from this angle what he's doing here. He looks as if he's just nicking across. Well, Slim has got to be taking this on the soft, sort of little spinny draw. He can go to the 1. I'm surprised he's not playing that. I mean, he's looking at it now. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do, and he's overcooked it. Now, the shot from the 5 to the 1 is good in the sense that if he doesn't hit this 5 too much, the 5's going to be staying there or thereabouts near the 3. Well, he's now scratched. I don't know that that is any reason to be overly concerned. Oh, by the way, guys, that's what I meant to say. Last night, in the lobby, all the toys were back into the pram. That's what I forgot to mention. Because Mr. Fox turned up. Mr. Fox is back, or at least he was last night. Well, here's Slim on 100. And this looks pretty good for the outshot here, as long as he just avoids running into the 1. Oh, now. Well, clearly Interchangex has to get that 1 ball out of there. He's got to bring it, and the difficulty is getting it out of there over towards these balls to protect it with the 3 ball. But if he's going to try and get the carom here, this is all or nothing. This is do or die. Good afternoon to Semi-Pro. Yeah, well, he was trying to change the laws of physics, Captain, by playing that shot. I'm not necessarily that convinced that this is easy. I think that's too tight. He's trying to get it out of the way. Ah, he's got it. It was easy. What do I know? Well, that was pretty much a sellout in the end there from Interchangex. I think he had to get that one ball out of there and take a risk. Just to nudge it and bring it into the short rail, he would have still been in the rack. So after 36 minutes, OnePocketSlim has got the one rack lead. I'm now going to switch my phone to the football to see what the hell's happening. Oh, it's still 1-0 to Slovakia. Oh, England are running out of time. They're running out of time. 77 minutes gone in my clock. Well, Interchangex looking to put a score on here that's going to maybe ease the pressure a wee bit, being 1-0 down. He wants to get a good little run here. I noticed from the reaction in the chat that me telling you guys that Mr. Fox was back in the lobby last night hasn't really got you all that excited. Oh dear. But I did say that, you know, he's thrown the toys out the pram before and then come back. No, that's all it was. He just appeared in the lobby. I don't know that he actually played anybody, but it was well past my bedtime at the time and I left the building. So, Interchangex has fallen short of what you would say is a notable visit. The run was, what, 26 was it? And that's not really applying the pressure. Yeah, I thought you'd have all been excited. You would all been over the moon to see him back. Maybe he was also surprised at the unresponsiveness of the lobby when he did show up last night, because nobody did anything. Nobody said hello. I don't think anybody in the lobby that was around at the time would have known whether he'd been here before or not. But he did show his face last night. Whether he's going to come in regular again, I don't know. Maybe that's why he came on at that time of night when they're probably, you know, it was well past the busy time, if you can call any time a busy time in VP4. Oh, you did? Yeah, I must have gone by then. Oh, England hit the post there. Yeah, good shot, hit the post. That might be as close as they'll come in this match before they go home. They've only got 10 minutes left to survive. Yeah, Interchangex has come up dry. I got a message today or this afternoon, just before I get ready for the stream, from a guy called Ken Barker. I think his name was Ken, on Facebook. He sent a message. He says, "Hello, how are you doing?" Right? And I'm thinking, who the hell is this? So I sent a reply and I said, hello there, remind me again who you are. And when I looked at the chat, he'd sent a photograph. He'd posted a photograph in the chat, and then he said something about the Scouts, and this is a photograph of us in the Scouts or something. And I'm typing back to him. I said, I'm sorry. I think I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. And I don't know who the hell he was. I was checking my friends list and I couldn't find him. I don't know how he found me, but he seemed to think that him and I were going to be reminiscing about something that we'd been involved in the past. I said, well, you've got the wrong guy, because I was totally bewildered. And obviously he said, I apologise for disturbing. I'm thinking, I thought maybe it was, what started me thinking. I thought, oh, maybe it's this guy Barkers who played in the snooker world championships. And then I thought, I don't remember ever receiving any sort of friend request from him. But then when he started talking about the Scouts and all of this stuff, I'm going, who the hell is this? Hadn't the foggiest idea what he was on about. But how he found me, I have no clue. No clue whatsoever, because my surname's not exactly an everyday surname. But it's amazing how you bump into people, and I'm sick and tired of getting these bloody. How do you stop these friend suggestion crap that you get in Facebook? I keep getting them popping up, and it's annoying. So and so is a friend request, one mutual friend. So this is somebody that somebody in your friends list is friends with, and Facebook thinks you want to be friends with them. So annoying. Well, Interchangex had 2 visits there and scored absolutely nothing, and that is not good signs. He's still stuck in 26. Well, this is a fairly straightforward 2-railer to the 5 ball, as long as he gets the cue ball out into the table. See, I would have been much happier being up here with that shot, because that way you've got a big margin of error to hit that 5. This is a bit tight, because the 3 ball wants to bump the 5 out the way doing this. See, that's why, if you get the cue ball in a better position, you've no problem with that at all. You had to be up here. Or, better still, play it really soft and finish there. Yeah, you see there, Slim still convinced himself he could get there, but that was always going to bump the ball out the way. And all because the cue ball wasn't in the right spot. You see, Cowboys are a bit more of an intricate game than a lot of folk maybe think, because if you're trying to run balls and keep a pot, keep a carom, you've got to get that cue ball working in the right places. And as soon as you take your eye off the cue ball and you get a bit lazy and a bit careless, suddenly you're having to dig out a shot. And like Slim found there, he was in no good shape, but he still convinced himself he could get away with it. Nevertheless, Interchangex has got to make a statement here and certainly put something on the board. 73 degrees. Well, that's a sort of good summer's day here in Scotland, that temperature. But we're certainly nowhere near that today. I think we're round about 15 degrees, which is what? Let me think. Is that like 59 Fahrenheit or something? And it's cloudy. And rain is coming. And England are getting desperate. 86 minutes in the clock. And they're still 1-0 down. Watch the cue ball. Oh dear. Well, once again, when I look at the scoreboard here, Interchangex only put 5 on the board on that visit. So his last 3 visits have only scored 5 points. 92 degrees, that's just crazy. Who wants to go out in 90-degree temperatures? Well, Interchangex may well, as things take shape here and carry on, he may well have to win this match the long way round. It could be a long night or a long after. What time is it where these guys are? Because it's what? Maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. Well, pot the three, get over to that right side pocket. That's where you want to be. You obviously don't want to scratch, but that's where you want to put the cue ball. Sort of over that direction, because you want to open up the carom and you can play this nice and gentle, because you don't want to kill the 1 ball. If anything, you just want to nudge it, you don't want to pot it. Well, he has killed the 1 ball and now he's in trouble. See, that simple shot there went wrong. So now it's another recovery shot. Yeah, that's a good point, Rob. I mean, 92 degrees when it's just like, you know, noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. By the time it gets to like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, you're knocking on the door of triple figures. Burned to death temperatures. Oh, I couldn't live with that. I could not go about my daily business in heat like that. Well, this is shaping up pretty good here for Slim now. Getting to that point in the rack where he's got to keep his arithmetic head together here and what he's about. Doesn't want to focus completely on the shots. He's got to again keep an eye on the HUD. Well, England have got what is it? The extra time they're getting. They're getting 6 minutes added on time to try and survive, and they're going to get booed home if this result stands as it is. A team with all the talent that the England team has, and they qualified for the knockout stages, but they're going to go out with a whimper by the looks of it. So they are. And Italy were horrible. Was it last night? They were awful. And that's the thing. If England had got through this match today, now Slovakia, I have to say, have never beaten England. That was the other thing that was mentioned before this match started today. Slovakia has never beaten England, but what a better time to beat them when it matters. And if England had beaten Slovakia this afternoon, they'd end up playing Switzerland, who it was that knocked the Italians out. And that would have been a tough tie anyway. And OnePocketSlim back at the table. Interchangex contribution only 15. It's just not good enough at the moment. But again, if you're in his position, you've just got to believe that you'll get another chance and you'll put something together. Well, this is maybe going too straight. Yeah. Well, he can get crazy, play the big stunt to the rail and bang the 5. Or he can run the rails. But again, he's going for the old draw escape. And he's gone. What a bonus that is. And he's also potted a 1. And he's an 87. But he can't pot the 5. And finish pretty now. Perfect line in the 3. Well, he's got away with a few there, Slim. But you'll take whatever you can get. That 3 ball needs to run. And it hasn't quite got there. So a reminder to any latecomers this afternoon. The hot seat match has been arranged between Cobra and VP Monster. It's for a week today. And it's at 6 PM British Summer Time. That's 1 PM Eastern, 10 AM Pacific, next Sunday, to see who gets to the final, whether it's going to be the defending champion or the wannabe champion, VP Monster. England's got 1.5 minutes to get an equaliser to take this to extra time. Overhead kick and it's got in. What a goal! Jesus Christ, man. What a goal. Oh, wow.
He's England's favourite son. Moments before.
What a goal that was. The overhead kick in injury time. Who was it that scored it? I don't even know who scored it. Was it Kane that scored it? Hang on a minute. Oh, that is some goal. That is some goal. What a goal. England's survival hanging by a thread. Overhead kick. What an equalising goal. No, it wasn't Harry Kane. Is that Bellingham? Was that Bellingham again? He's number 10, is he not? What a bloody goal that was. You've got to see that, boys. What a cracking goal that was. That right out, that was top drawer, that, for a goal. Well, if that's ever going to spark your interest in surviving in the bloody tournament, that will do it. That's the bit of magic that you need to fire yourselves up. Well, now it's all up to them that want to win it now. Meanwhile, I'm glad I watched that there. They were down to the last 90 seconds, and the overhead kick. What a goal! Goal of the tournament right there. What a cracking goal that was. Oh, that's going to be all over the news, regardless of what happens. That is going to be all over the news. They'll milk that. That's brilliant. They'll be waxing lyrical about that at the end of the match, provided it goes England's way now that they've got the equaliser. Meanwhile, back to the matters in hand here. We've got Interchangex trying to chase down Slim. He's in a run of 20, but these runs of 20 are no good. He's running a risk there, but he's got to get to 90 here, really. I think that's the final whistle. We've now got extra time coming and possibly penalties, but what a bloody goal that was. Well, that boy's the hero. He definitely is. He is the hero after that. But that's the talent that the England team have got. I just think they've got to believe that they've got that talent and make the best use of it. But they certainly don't want to be going to the 96th minute before they have to dig out an equaliser like that to survive. And Interchangex misses the carom. The run again is just in the 20s, 22, and still way short of the mark. Now this is thin, and you might need to check this a bit with a little bit of right. And he didn't. I think if he checked that with a little bit of right English there, he might have held the line. With that shot, that's a difficult shot to play. But if you don't think the angle's there, then you can put that little bit of right English on it to deflect that line, sort of straighten it up rather than letting it go tight around the angles. So I suppose this is a bit like Last Chance Saloon again to get to 90. But having to dig out a tough pot here to survive this visit already, and he's only in 5. Well, here's the thing, semi-pro. I thought these players were supposed to be, are they not shut off from social media? Are these players allowed to have their phones while they're in the camp? Do you know what I mean? Are they allowed to have their phones on them so that they're talking to their families and all of that crap? I mean, there's many a manager back in the day would have stopped any of that. You know, nobody should have their mobile phones on them. They shouldn't be, looking at social media. They shouldn't be reading newspapers. They're there to play football, and that's it. So for the 3-4 weeks of the tournament, if they're in it, that's all they should be focused on. They shouldn't be paying any attention to what's happening. And there's only them that talk to the media, Southgate and whoever. But if they're been allowed to read what's going into the press, then they're asking for trouble, because it does get inside your head. Well, I'm no surprised England fans went mad. What a bloody goal it was. Oh, there's a bonus there for Slim. Now you can play this as a 2-in-1 shot, but Slim's not playing it with the pace to get anywhere. But nevertheless, it was a run of 4 and he's kept the points, and that's all that matters at this stage. This is just, again, Slim waiting on picking these caroms off. And again, Interchangex, far too loose with the cue ball, almost scratched there. Well, extra time's just about to start. And again, this is not ideally stuck to the rail. If he's going to play this carom off the 5, he's got to get the stun working. He's trying to play the draw off the 3, and that hasn't worked. So again, it's just a poor 7 points. And not only that, he set it up for Slim. Well, that should be enough to let you see the extra time and the penalties, Spud Boy. Oh, England have scored, and it's Harry Kane. Harry Kane scored the goal just at the start of extra time. They've now got the lead. They've now got the lead. Oh, they'll be partying tonight if this carries on the way it's going. They've turned it around. They needed something to fire them up, but that could fire them up for the tournament now. That's what they'll all be saying in the press. You know what the press will be saying. Harry Kane gets his goal. Good goal as well. That was a missed kick, that, from the England player, whoever it was that kicked the ball. He kicked it into the ground. And it goes to another England player who just nods it across. He wasn't expecting it, and Harry Kane's there to nod it in. Ended up in a good goal. Right. Well, somehow or other. Oh, that one ball's gone. And somehow or other, as I say, that mistake there from Slim. Interchangex is at the table, although the table's ugly. Oh, now, what's he going to leave Slim here? Well, he's left him a start. Now, again, if this is me, I'm trying to hit that one quite hard to get it out into the table up towards the 5. See, that's not great. Going for the old draw again. Yeah, I would have hit that thin and hit the one harder to bring it up the table. Well, Interchangex has to be thinking along similar lines here. He has to try and get things. No, that's going to kill the 3 into the pocket. That's a disaster. And again, why didn't he play that to come into the back of the 3? You know, you've got to try and keep the ball in play. And that 5 ball's going in as well. And again, Interchangex comes back to the table and he's got nothing simple to get him started here at all. Oh, this might land good though. Oh, it needed a nudge. That one ball needed to hit something. It's still not bad. Let's have a look. I mean, this is, you know, you can go thin edge off the 5 and play like a two-way shot to hit one of these 2 balls. You've got to go for the thin edge. See, if he's playing one shot, he's only giving himself one chance. If this is me, I'm going thin edge off the 5, maybe checking the cue ball a bit. I would be very disappointed if I didn't hit that. See, that to me wasn't the shot. You've got to increase your odds on that shot by going thin edge of the 5, going to the rail and coming back across. You were pretty much guaranteed to hit something. And I don't think he saw the shot at all. I don't know what he didn't like about it if he did see it. How have you been? Well, I'm here and I'm saying nothing other than that. What a goal from Bellingham, cold as pillow, and goal of the tournament right there. I take it you're watching the football. Now, has Harry Kane scored the winner? Well, Interchangex again, he's come to the table and he's got nothing simple just to give him a nice easy starter. That's going to hit the knuckle. In fact, worse than that, it's scratched. See, the good thing about England getting the equaliser, obviously that allows them to survive, but the other thing is it opens the match up. Because now Slovakia have to come forward now that Harry Kane's got the lead. Now anything can happen. Well, again, you've just got to believe. Now, again, he's got to be proactive with this. If he can squeeze this 3-ball somewhere, and that coming across isn't too bad. That is not too bad. It's just coming a bit too far. But he can force follow, but he's got to watch the bank on the 3-ball. I think he can force follow, and if he force, again, he's looking at something completely different from what I'm seeing here. If this was me, I'm going force follow and sending that 3-ball that way and going to the rail and hitting the 5. But anyway, he's done it his way and he's still there. Now this is dangerous. If you're going to go 3-ball to the 5, you've got to watch the pace coming off if you're coming off the long rail into the 5. Well, this looks good if the 1-ball gets out of the way. Watch the cue ball. Oh, disaster. And that's 3 vital caroms down the pan. Well, that's probably his last shots in this rack. And the 1-ball, has it quite got there for the outshot? It looks like it. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's just got to jack up. For 2-0, oh, he's overdone it. Got too much draw into it. Well, the one thing about the 1-ball as it is, it's dangerous to leave it there, because if the cue ball's anywhere up here, you can probably get into the side pocket off that one where it's sitting. It's tight, but this is where you've got to be careful if you're playing a shot. I mean, that's a big target left side. So if you bank the one to the rail and you run down to the bottom end and come up the table, he's trying to play the draw and hoping he gets lucky, and he has got lucky, but he's scratched. Oh dear. that's the perils of running the cue ball. Always, that is likely to happen, running the cue ball. And this time Slim has got a gift of an outshot, and it's 2-0. Give me a quick sec. So into rack number 3, and Interchangex hasn't really got any better than mediocre this afternoon. He's got to be better than that, he knows that, and he is capable. So Slim, having broke off in rack number 3, has that first opportunity to make a statement. Well, there is a bit of a creativity to the carom phase in Cowboy Coldest Pillow. There most certainly is. You've got to visualise shots and being creative, playing a carom and keeping one of the balls live and sending it around to another adjacent ball. You've got to be aware of all of those situations. That's how you can string the caroms together and take the rack away from your opponent. But the more you play in that phase of the game, the more comfortable you become. Certain shots don't seem quite as daunting. Trying to execute them, the more often you play them. It's like anything. You know, if there's any phase of the game that you struggle on, then that's the phase that you should be working on, the carom side of it. Watch this, one ball. One ball's gone. Well, he's ended up lucky there that he could see the 5. Mind you, he still had a sort of cut on the 3 as well. But you'll take what you can get here, and Slim's putting a nice little run together. The Tam match was last night. VP Monster and Tam played yesterday at this time. Now then again, Coldest Pillow, if you'd actually looked at my channel at any point, you would have seen the match was up there to watch. Not that Tam wants you to watch it, mind you, but the hot seat match has been arranged for a week tonight with Cobra and VP Monster. It is next Sunday at 6 PM British Summer Time. So, like I said, I am off work until a fortnight on Tuesday when I go back. So, provided a lot of things, provided the PC doesn't blow up altogether, I'm doing what I said I wasn't going to do, but I've been lucky that I haven't had anything happen the last 2 days. No, the PC isn't okay. Don't keep asking me that question. I'm keep telling that to people. There's people saying to me, "Oh, is that everything fixed now?" What makes people think everything's fixed? It ain't fixed. There's a bloody problem that can just come up any time. Oh well, how long's left? 105 minutes. Still in the first half of extra time, aren't they? And again, Slim going for the old escape route. InterchangeX's contribution, just 11. Well, I think even Slim himself, the way things are, was never going to expect this to be as comfortable, because he's been under no pressure whatsoever. There's been no sort of real battle in the caroms, apart from the fact that Interchangex chose to do it the hard way. When that 3 ball was over the top right hand corner, he never looked for an opportunity at any time to get the 3 ball in play. And by then Slim was not quite over the line, but he was a lot closer to the line than Interchangex was, and it was always going to be really tough trying to catch Slim with just the 2 balls in play. But other than that, Slim's been fairly comfortable doing it his way. They're now into 1 minute of injury time in the first half of extra time. And another little draw escape shot. The bonus is the 3 balls going in, but that's not much of a bonus in terms of... Oh, it is, because he's on a pot. He's fine. Well, this visit here from Slim, he definitely has the potential just to kill this match with this visit. Take it right away from Interchangex and make it really, really difficult for him. Well, I was saying that earlier because, in fact, I might just... in fact, it might be the fact, I don't know, if it could be something crazy like, Matt's away on holiday, or he's starting his holidays or something. You never know. He might have lost track of time. But I don't know whether the two of them are in communication at all. I might send him a message on Facebook. So that's the end of the first half of extra time. I'll have a quick drink. And don't forget though, that you Plonker Rodney, as far as I'm concerned, still has the highest run of the tournament. Even though he's in the one-loss side, the high run of 92, I think that still stands. Nobody's topped that yet. Well, Slim with a 50-point lead and counting. Well, I think if England come through this match and end up playing Switzerland, I think for the psychological battle, I think Gareth Southgate should buy all the England squad Toblerones and get them to chew down on Toblerones to get them psyched up for the match against Switzerland. You know what Billy Connolly says about Toblerones? It's the only chocolate bar that can cause you injury. So the run is 36. Yeah, Billy Connolly's done a routine on Toblerones. I remember seeing it. Well, I don't think Interchangex had so much as a light breeze in his sails, Spud Boy. I think the tide's been against Interchangex as well as the wind. And it's been all too comfortable for OnePocketSlim. The run goes, in fact, Slim might be putting his biggest run of the match together here. Commentator's curse. And there you go. That's done him. That's ended that. But it's a good little contribution of 42. Well, is Kane taken off injury, or is I never noticed that there? Has he been taken off with an injury, or are they just being rested? A tactical change? Have they brought on another defender, or what? Are they going to sort of batten down the hatches now, England, and try and survive for 15 minutes? I don't know that that was the best idea. Aye. We'll soon find out if that works out. If Gareth Southgate's got that sorted out. Because if they're going to give Slovenia the ball and just try and sit back, they're asking for trouble. And already Interchangex is out of shape here. Yeah, trying to be artistic to stay at the table, and that's gone. Oh, well. That would have given him an open table there had he just brushed that 3 ball. And then he could have played the pot. Well, he's going the old draw again, but to me it was far easier to play the 2-railer into the 1 ball off that 5. So that's a bit of a shabby end there for Slim with that visit. But Slim has a big advantage, and if ever you're going to survive, now is the time to make your move. If you're going to take this into a 4th rack. Well, I think the first thing that I'd be doing is just potting the 1, and then if you play the carom from the 3 to the 5, send the 3 down the table in the direction of the 1 ball when it's spotted. That's what I'd be doing here. That's my game plan. I'd be playing the carom from the 3 to the 5. If Slim's coming back and going the other way, but I would have tried to at least get a ball in play near the 1 ball. Well, that's going to help in terms of having a pot, because he's got 2 choices for a pot. And the fact that he's potting a 5 now he's in good shape doing it that way. That takes him to 87. Now again, this is tricky, because again you got to hit the 1 and keep it in play to have that pot, and that's gone pear-shaped, because now he has to pot the 1, or play the 1 at least, and he's got a dodgy bank or a dodgy cut, whatever he feels more comfortable with, but neither of them are gimmies at all. Yeah, the bank was never set, but he's got plenty of time. OnePocketSlim with a 70-point advantage, knocking on the door of the caroms, and Interchangex is just going to let loose. There's I mean, you know, you don't give up, but you just got to let loose and go for it. Oh, Slovenia have got a free kick here, I'm just noticing. over the bar. Well, Slim misses the carom. There is absolutely no advantage for Interchangex to leave that one ball there. He's got to get everything in play. Pointless leaving it sitting there. That might have gone a bit wrong. Let's have a look. Yeah. Had to go to the side rail. Well, this would be a bit like an overhead kick in the 96th minute for Interchangex to get a run here that's going to take him to the caroms before Slim does. Now is that 5 ball dead? Not quite. Well, this is just going through the motions here for Interchangex. It's pretty much see how far you can go. Well, he had that run of, was it a run of 50 odd he had in the first rack to get back into it, Interchangex, so he's still short of his high run for the match. Well, again, he's just got to just battle on. You just see where you end up. That's all you can do. Just relax, play your shots, don't overthink them, and get on with it. And now he's got to get a recovery shot here. It's a thin one in the 5. Really thin. Now this needs to bounce. It needs to bounce. And that'll do. So once again, half ball hit left side of the 3, not full in the face. And that's exactly what he's done. Full in the face and killed the 3 ball. So now he's in trouble. He needs a good positional shot here with the cue ball. This isn't bad. But must get the one in play. Oh, the double kiss has ruined that. In fact, I don't even think if you hadn't had a double kiss, it would have been any better. And now things are getting tough. The run goes to 52. He doesn't want to lose these running the cue ball. Oh, that 5 ball got in the way, then it helped him. You'll take whatever you can get at this stage. He's on 74. And the 5 ball going in its spot, he's in not bad shape now. He's got to watch the pace of this carom. This has got to be gentle. As gentle as you dare. That's too heavy because anything could have happened to it. And not only that, he's killed his opportunity here by knocking the 2 balls dead. Oh, is it going to hold the line? Yes, it has done. That takes him to 81. The run goes to 60. He's struggling, but he's still there. Oh, he's brushed it this time. Watch the cue ball. Complete disaster. Unbelievable. Unbelievable what happens when you start letting loose. You know, if you know you're going to let loose, you're taking a huge risk, and that, I'm afraid, is the beginning of the end. Oh, this is going to be a bonus. He's going to be sitting nice for the little nudge from the 5 onto the 1. That's the killer. That has sucked all the air out of Interchangex's lungs there, that shot. That's just killed him. He's on life support now. England are 3 minutes away from the next round. I can't wait to see the pundits in the studio on ITV once this match is over, because they'll be drooling on the floor. They'll be slavering over this result, so they will, especially with that goal, that equaliser. And this is usually where you get the, remember they used to show you the reaction in the studio. We'll probably get one of them. They'll probably have a camera on them and they'll show us the reaction when England get the equaliser. I bet you we see that. They've all been sitting there writing England's epitaph, and then suddenly there's the overhead kick goal by Bellingham, and they'll all be out their they'll all be out their chairs. They'll be showing all the reactions on the news as well, at the fan zones, all the beer flying up in the air when England get that equaliser. You've got all that to come in the news. So us Scots have to suffer that all night. Meanwhile, Interchangex is having another go, but I think this is just treading water basically. He's asking for a miracle now. He needs divine intervention here, Interchangex. Well, the clock's counting down on extra time. There's only 10 seconds, 20 seconds left for Slovakia to find an equaliser. England just desperate to boot the ball away. And they've got a breakaway. Probably take the ball down into the corner. Oh, now who was that had the blast? Well, that's it. The referee will blow the whistle once the ball gets into play. England will be through. Yeah, it might. It certainly. It wasn't as good a goal as that one, though. That Bellingham goal there'll be headline photographs in the newspapers with the overhead kick. That was as spectacular as they come. That goal. In fact, it was like Pele's goal in what's that football film with Michael Caine with Pele in it? It's like that goal. Pele coming on with a broken wrist with his arm in a sling. That's it, all over. The final whistle is gone. England survive. They are walking a tightrope, though. Walking a big, big tightrope. I escaped to victory, that's what it was. Bellingham stunner Sparks comeback as England beat Slovakia is the headline that just popped up on my phone. Oh, Slovakia must be gutted. I mean, they got a good goal, but what we got? We got a square go happening in the pitch here at the end of the match. I think we've got handbags at 10 paces here in the middle of the pitch. Right, here we go. You have another friend request suggestion pops up as well. What a load of bullshit this is. Yeah, there's obviously a bit of a fallout going on. Look what's happening here. Who's the guy in the suit that's pushing the England player? Who the hell's he? You see the guy with the baldy head? He's out giving it. He's out pushing he's pushing the England player. Who the hell's he? The guy with the suit? What the hell was happening there? No, just get yourself a big Toblerone. That's all you need. One that'll last you the 90 minutes. See if you can eat it without any facial disfigurement. Right, back to the matter in hand. Interchangex, we've pretty much given up hope on him. He's on a run of 25. He's 33 behind. And I think he's missed the carom. Did he get any of that? No, he hasn't. So the run ends in 25. And England still celebrating in the pitch. Well, that's what Gareth Southgate needed. He needed a hero. So he did. He needed a Bonnie Tyler song. And Bellingham is a hero as far as helping them survive. Harry Kane getting the winner. Well, Slims just gave up his point there. He was scared of stunning into that 5 for fear of potting it. Interchangex, I think, is trawling through YouTube at the moment. No, he's back with us. Well, last chance saloon once again for I don't know how many times for Interchangex to get to 90. If he can get to 90 in this visit, he's got a chance. He's still got a chance. There's still that possibility. You've just got to believe if you can get there and get in the mix. Well, if you drop the 3 in and you stay up top, then you've got choices. Now that's no good, is it? I think he's fine. It's just rolled far enough. You want to get that 5 back in its spot and be sitting good for the 5-3. Has he done that? Well, sort of. Oh, that 3 going in. Yeah, well, he's fine. He's landed not too bad in the 5. It's probably easier taking the 1 though. If that was me, I'd be taking the 1. Because I know I've got a dead set carom 5-3. I don't know why he's looking at the 3 ball. The 1's by far the simplest shot. Again, he's seen something entirely different from me. I would have left it a lot simpler. You pot the 1, you've got an easy 5-3, nice and gentle. But he's done it his way. And again, took too much of the 3. And this is dangerous because this cue ball is going to be running loose. He's got to make sure it holds a straight line. And it has done. So now he's in the mix. The problem now is he's going to have to play a shot if he wants a follow-up carom. And if he gets this tight around the angles on the left, he's got a chance of a 2-1, but he's played the draw. He's had the line for that. Unfortunately, the 3 ball hasn't banked to 1 into the pocket because that could have happened, but now the 5 ball's dangerous where it's sitting. So, again, if I'm Interchangex, I'm just running for cover here. I'm not doing anything that's going to be remotely like running this cue ball loose. Yeah, look at them all in the fan zone. They're all going mental. There they're all in the studio. I told you you'd get the studio picture where they're all up in arms when the goal went in. Yeah, I knew we were all going to get that. So predictable. They're all watching it in the big monitor, and they're all out of their chairs when the goal went in. Well, I don't think, I mean, would there have been that many fans left early when you paid all that money to get there and all that money for tickets? I think I'd have been hanging on to the bitter end. But likewise, there may well have been some have left the building. And my God, they'll regret it. Well, another disaster for Interchangex. And Slim has made the mistake. He's played the draw again, he's missed it, and here is another chance to get to 90 for Interchangex. His final chance, I think. Slim's just not... I mean, Slim's been in 94 for quite a while now. You know, and Interchangex misses a carom. And Slim's got an easy starter. Well, that's unlucky. He had the right idea, though. He had the right idea. I'll give him credit for that because he was trying to bring that 5 ball into play down near the 1 so that he could get the 1 into play. That's really unfortunate that it's actually banked the 1 into the pocket. But nevertheless, whatever way you look at it, it's still another chance of the many for Interchangex to get to 90, and he simply refuses to get there. Well, Mark, what about, were you out your chair when Bellingham put that goal in? What a bloody goal that was. I mean, I'm sitting here watching it on my phone while I'm doing this, and I'm just thinking of all the beer that got spilled when that goal went in. That was some goal. Well, if that doesn't inspire them, I don't know what will. They'll need that. They'll need that sort of inspiration against Switzerland. By the way, they will definitely need that inspiration. What's your cue ball? And Interchangex. Well, I think he might as well pack up and go home. He might as well go home. I mean, look at the roles he's had in the last hour. Absolute complete disaster. Everything he's tried has ended up in a disaster. You couldn't write the script to it. He's fighting for his life here, but he cannot. Throw the guy a bone, for goodness sake. Oh, a lot of domestic abuse, definitely. Well, Slim's at it again as well. He's now banked to bloody 5-ball, and he can't get past 94. I mean, come on, Interchangex. How much more encouragement do you need to get yourself out of this hole and survive another rack? Well, he had to kick the one in because he had nothing else on. Is that all the points he's lost? Well, every time you look at Interchange's score, he's scoring, but he doesn't seem to be getting any closer. and you know, he's now stuck back in 69, Slim back at the table. And, well, the table's not good. I'm going to have to run that match in replay when I finish this, so I can just hear the commentary when the England equaliser comes along. I just want to hear the reactions of the studio as well. I've got the phone muted, of course. I'm just watching everything, but I'm not hearing a word they're saying, but I can imagine they're gushing. I wonder if Spudboy got to see that goal, by the way. Is Spudboy still there? Did you get to see the goal live? When you were watching on whatever it was, whatever sports channel it was you were watching, if he's still there? Or had England scored that goal when Spudboy said he was going to watch it live? I can't remember. Well, the guarantee there is they'd all be ordering new pints, because all the pints that they had in front of them would all be on the floor or on the ceiling. There'd be none left in the glass. Well, I daren't open my mouth here, because goodness knows what's going to happen to Interchangex next. I daren't open my mouth. Well, he's going to have to be creative again. I don't know that this 5-ball's going to squeeze past, is it? It's very tight. Yeah, it's too tight. But at least he hasn't left a sitter here for Slim. And Interchangex is still 4 points away from the business end of the match here to give himself a chance. You were just typing what? Oh, watch this 3-ball. Well, he's got it. Oh, about the beer. Oh, aye. I mean, if you're... That's one thing you don't want to be. You don't want to be in a bloody pub when that happens. Because if you're within the range of anybody, you're going to get soaked. Or you don't want to be sitting in the fan zone all round a table. The beer's just going to be raining down on you. Put it this way, you don't go to things like that with your best shirt on. That's what you don't do. you're going to be a sticky mess until you get back to your hotel. But I'll guarantee there's going to be some sore heads tomorrow morning. They're going to be well on the German beer tonight after that result. Well, look at where Interchangex has got himself. Now, let me have a look at this shot. Let me have a look. He can play the 1 to the 5, no problem. But he really wanted to, see with that shot there, he wanted to glance past the 5. He wanted to come down below it. He's got a dangerous, let me have a look at the 1. Yeah, he can go 1 to the rail into the 3 if he wants to. And cut it past the pocket, I think. He's trying to get it direct. Has it got it? Has it got the back end? No, it hasn't. Well, again, he's not left anything simple, which I suppose is one handy thing for Interchangex. Slim's going to have to create something here. And he hasn't got it. Now, where's the 3 and 1 ending up? Well, not great. I don't know that he's got a sharp enough angle to punch that 3 away and follow through. I don't think that's on. I think the angle would mean the 3's trying to hit the 1. He's looking at it, but I don't think it's on. I think he's trying to convince himself he can get away with this. Good luck to him if he can. Yeah, oh, he has got lucky. He has got lucky. Well, he took the risk and he's had a roll of the ball. I think that's the first roll of the ball he's had in an hour and a half. He'll take it. And now if he can get, well, he hasn't hit this hard enough because he's not been, he's not being productive there. He's got a 2 and 1 shot off the 5, 3 and 1 here though. But he hasn't hit it. He actually was far too quick with that shot there. I think he should have took another 10-15 seconds here to get himself lined up, because I don't think he actually looked at it long enough. But once again, he's not left something simple. Now you can overcut the 3 and bank the 1 to the 5 here. Not bank the 1, bank the cue ball. Overcut the 3 to this short rail in the bottom and come across to the 5. But Slim's going for the old escape route again. This is going to backfire on him eventually. And what's the second match? Georgia against who? I've totally forgotten. Who the hell? In fact, I'm watching it on the phone. Who the hell are they playing? Oh, Spain. Well, this needs to run. It needs to run and it needs to spin. I don't know that it's getting there. Well, Slim can certainly get the 3 ball out of the way. He's on 96. Oh, he hasn't got there either. I don't think he has. Has he brushed that? Oh, he has. Would you believe it? Trying to check it inside. Got it too much. Got far too much on it. Well, Slim nudges ever closer, but there's a... I don't know whether the little 3 railer's on, because I think they caught the side pockets in the way with that shot. Yeah. He's trying it the other way. That was even tougher. And what's more, he's going to leave something on for Slim. And this could be the end right here. You're talking about the size of the pitch, Larry. It will be a regulation pitch. It'll be within the stipulated maximums and minimums. Coldest Pillow is from Llanfairpwll Gwyngyth Gogereth Llandrobwyth Llantysilio Gogoch. That's where he's from. The land of the leek and petrified sheep. I haven't actually had a good look at this pitch yet. I mean, it could well be that the gap from the 18-yard box to the sidelines is pretty short, which means that it's probably a minimum size football pitch. You know, it's probably bordering on the minimum. Well, Slim for the match. That's a nice pace. That's going to spin in. That was very well played. Well done to OnePocketSlim. It was a comfortable win in the end. Interchangex never got going, and then when he did, he lost a lot of points by the end of it. So Slim survives, and if I do a quick now, I'm going to have to send a message to Matt and see if we can get a hold of him, because that's still sitting without any time to play on it. Tam's line waiting on the winner. So now on the bottom half of the draw, OnePocketSlim is going to have a wait up until at least July the 11th at the very latest, because there's 2 matches having to get played before then. We also have that hot seat match, folks, as well. If you are late to the stream, that is a week tonight, next Sunday, between Cobra and VP Monster. That's at 6 PM. Now, if the PC's still alive by then, I will be hoping to cover that next Sunday. So until then, thanks all for your company. I'm going to have a coffee and watch some of this football. In fact, what I'll do before then is send a message to Matt, see if I get a reply. In fact, has that Plonker guy been in the lobby? It might be worth getting a hold of him if we see him and ask him if he's done anything about it. But anyway, in the meantime, take care, and I will see you hopefully at some time in the not too distant future. Well done, Slim. See you later.